Hey friends, I wanted to make a video this week or month or year, however often I'm going to do videos. That's basically going to be the first video in a series of videos that will help you find cheap flights and essentially help you take trips for cheap. So I get a lot of DMs and a lot of messages and a lot of emails that are similar to, hey, Mally, I'm going to Jamaica on these dates, and I need you to tell me the best website to find cheap airfare. And to answer that question, there is no best website. Unfortunately, there is no website that's just cheapflights.com where you can go and search and it'll just tell you the cheapest price, period. Finding cheap travel doesn't work like that. It takes time and you kind of have to search and play around. So I wanted to share 3 things that basically make the difference on cheap flights. You have to be flexible on at least one of the 3 things in order to get a great deal, to get an amazing deal. And this is besides when random glitch fares pop up. So that's going to be a different story. We'll talk about that later. So you have to be flexible on one of these 3 things in order to get a great deal on airfare. The first thing is the time frame. The second thing is the location. And the third thing is the price. So basically, if you have a specific place that you have to go at a specific time. So if you message me and you're like, hey, I have to go to my cousin's wedding. It's on this day. It's in Chicago. I need to go there. Then you have to be more flexible on the price because the price is going to be what it is. It might change over time. And if you search early, you'll have a better chance of finding a deal. But if you're not flexible on the time and the location, then it kind of is what it is. The same thing goes for the other 2. So if you have a set price, if you have a cheap price that you're trying to keep in mind, then you can keep that price if you're flexible on the location. So let's say you're like, okay, I have this week available and I want to spend this much money. Then you can search a variety of locations and find something cheap. So you have to be flexible on one of those 3 things. If you just have to go to Thailand and that's the place that you want to go, you have to be flexible on the dates because the date is going to change. Of course, everybody wants to travel in June and July because a lot of people have kids and kids are out of school during those times. So those are busy times. So chances are the airfare is going to be more expensive. If you wait until October, the airfare is potentially going to be cheaper. So those are some basics just to keep in mind when you're searching for airfare. Okay? Okay. So like I said, there's no one website to answer the question, what websites do I use? I use all of them hoes. Like, the first stop that I usually make is Google Flights. So I go to google.com/flights. The reason why I use this tool is because it will show you over a variety of websites, all of the different airlines. It will show you what general prices are. And you can kind of leave things open. So you can put your starting location. You can say, hey, I'm starting in Kansas City and I want to go to New York. I don't care when I go. Let me just look around. You can put that in and you can see which dates are cheapest. Or you can leave the location open. You can say, hey, I'm starting in Kansas City. I have these specific days off. And you can just look at the map and you can see what locations are cheap. So you can say, hey, it's $80 round trip to go to Orlando. I'll spend these days in Orlando. So I want you guys to take away from this video that it's important for you to be flexible. That will help you save on travel. you have to be open. I know there's specific places that you want to go. We all have our bucket list, but if you're willing to be open, then you'll be able to see more unique places whenever they have deals. So you should definitely be open. I will be making more videos. I have more coming up. I'm working on them with details, with specific websites that you can use, but I wanted to get this basic information in your hands first so that when we move on to the creative things and the more difficult things, you'll already know this. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment if you have a question that pertains to this video, or if you have a question that you want me to answer in a future video, leave me a comment here. Like my video, because, you know, I'm adorable. I'm like 30, so I can't be adorable. But thanks for watching.